Hello, welcome to 1 Hour SaaS. My name is Mubashir Iqbal. You can call me Mubs. I am building a SaaS business in just 1 hour a day. This is update for hour number 18. Today, what did I do? Well, I continued the work that we started yesterday, which was setting up the checks to see if a podcast RSS feed was available or not. And then I added the functionality today for sending the email to the user if their podcast is healthy or kind of unhealthy. So we do have still some work to do to set up the user interface to allow other teams to configure which email addresses get the email. But for now, I just tried sending it to an email address just so I can confirm that the stuff that I set up all worked. So just to give you some feedback, I'll just give you some information. I'm using SparkPost, which is just kind of a transactional email-based API-based service for email that we can easily send emails with. SparkPost used to be, or I should say the drivers used to be part of the Laravel framework itself, but they got removed as of Laravel 6, as I found out. But there is a package that's maintained by the community, which can be included. So I went through these steps and just included everything in here to get that all working. And then I used the Laravel mail packages to kind of actually send the actual email itself. And I haven't configured any of the emails here yet in terms of customizing the sort of look and feel. So again, for the MVP, we may just stick with like the sort of look and feel that the Laravel stuff ships with, and it's very minimalistic, and I don't think it will be an issue. But you can override them all for doing that. So that's kind of what I got working. So basically, just to show you some code. It's always good to see some code. So right now it's just kind of hard coded, right? Like as I said, we don't really have a way set up for the user to specify who gets the email. So right now it just kind of comes to my Gmail account, and it creates a new email based on whether the podcast is healthy or not. And so I think right now, let me check the status. Is it healthy right now? Let's make it so it's healthy right now. I'm going to make it unhealthy, and then we can kind of look quickly at the email that gets sent. So if I run this now, it'll say it's unhealthy. Well, actually, that's the health. So we've got the 404 error. It didn't send the email yet because we do that kind of, it's in a kind of a warning state right now. If I refresh this, we'll see it's in that warning state, and then we'll check it again. And this time it should send us an email. And it won't actually send the email because I configured it to send to the logs instead. Just once I confirmed it was all working, I switched it over to use the logs, so we can just kind of check in here. But let me switch this back to SparkPost. And there is nothing secret in there. So that's good. So if I go back in here, if I make this healthy now, make this the correct URL, and if I run the check again, this time it was unhealthy, and now it's going to try and send the mail to tell me that it was healthy. And if I just wait a second, this was the email that we just got. It just says that your podcast is healthy, and I didn't even configure this stuff yet because I don't really know what I want to write in there yet. So again, this is all just about kind of making it all work, and then once it all works, then we can kind of run through and kind of customize and get all of the final copy and all the final look and feel in place if we want to, if we want to update any of that stuff. but for the email, I think I'm just going to use it like this. And then we can kind of figure out what to do once it's once the MVP's out. But yeah, that's about it. I think the only other thing that I'll mention, so I posted about the project, about on our SaaS and stuff on Reddit today, just to get some more feedback from people and stuff. And just like when I posted on Indie Hackers, the main suggestion is just to keep it as simple as you can. Just cut down the features as much as you can. And so, I was planning to do like a few different checks and a few different things. And I think for the very, very minimal MVP, I think I'm just going to do 2, which is going to be checking if the RSS feed is available and then checking if the website for the RSS feed is available as well. That's, like I said, that's just for the bare minimum MVP, just to get it out the door. Once it's out the door, then it's like it'll be interesting to see what the users say in terms of what other things they want to check and maybe other features that they want to add to the site instead. So I think that's a good way to handle that. So because of that, what I might do tomorrow is, or in the next hour, assuming that's tomorrow, is just implement that other check, since that's going to be the other one that we're going to do. I'm going to probably build in a way to hide the different check types, the ones that we aren't going to be shipping with, but I don't want to remove them from the DB and stuff. I want to just mark them as not active or whatever. And then if we get time tomorrow, I think I'm going to start thinking about just the whole, how do we allow the team to configure the email address they want to send the emails to when there's an issue or when there's a recovery. I don't know if I'll get through all of that tomorrow, but we'll see. But yeah, that's it for today. We now are able to check if a podcast RSS feed is available or not. And if it's not, we are able to email somebody, me at this point, to tell them if that podcast is healthy or unhealthy, and all that wording is going to change. So we're getting really close. Feature-wise, we're getting really close. There's still a lot to do with the interface, but I think we're making good progress, and I think I've set myself a goal of having the MVP available for people to use by hour 30, and so I think this is hour 18, so I've got another 12 hours. I think that seems reasonable, but again, we'll find out. So yep, thanks a lot for watching and following along, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you very much.